I just thought everything like because I get it. It's cool if it pivots out. But
Yeah. For some reason they hung out like that.
Mhm.
Okay. Your mic is live. Mine
Yeah.
is all in my hoodie,
Oh,
so
there you go.
I will refrain from being loud. Okay. So definitely can hear us. Yo, what is good, DE? That brother, y'all
On
better
time.
say every word above. Okay, hold up. Let me let's start us off with what you said before. Oh my God, LeBron. All right, thanks for tuning in. Yeah, I'm in this joint. Brother said LeBron.
Uh,
All right, he said LeBron can still dunk. LeBron can shoot threes. He's just having fun carrying his team. LeBron can ball out. That's why he's king wearing 23. He also said, and they got Luka Don, A. Reeves, and then LeBron, the real big three. They gave up AD because they needed change. And you got lots to say. His name is LeBron James.
it's beautiful.
Hold on, I'm not done.
Oh no, yeah, keep going. No.
I'm talking about the man on the Lakers, LeBron. I'm asking you to say his name, LeBron James. And no message could have been any clearer. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at the sky and say LeBron, LeBron, LeBron.
Whoa. Michael Jackson remix. Whoa.
I think
We're on fire to start this thing off.
I think I might go don't know. I don't know what's appropriate anymore. But what a way. Thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you for ruining the rest of my day. Oh snap, we got all caps. Yo, what is good, everybody? Appreciate y'all tuning in for another episode. We were almost like, 3 days, and it would have been a month.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
figured. I was trying to do the timeline. Yeah, I don't think have we even done one in April?
this is the first one of April. And the reason being, because I did say before, it has been slow. Be real, it would not be very beneficial to anybody. They just listen to us talk about,
Us just rambling and stuttering for an hour and a half.
especially
Maybe.
with like playoffs. I wanted to at least wait until playoffs got a little
Yeah.
bit more in depth to talk about it. I know Miles will pull up. He wanted to talk about his y'all's Gators.
Yeah.
Talk,
We haven't even done one since the championship. Yeah.
talk about the Gators.
Yeah.
WrestleMania did happen this past weekend.
We'll talk about that. We got draft, playoffs, WrestleMania, final, or the NCAA championship, and then I think that should cover it. I think.
Yeah.
Big four.
Yeah, it should.
Okay.
Let's see. So what's good, Miles? You said, fellas, yeah, and Derby was like, "You're welcome." And Miles in here talking about some Ronnie, like Ronnie.
Yeah, you see the shirt, and then we doubled up with the hat here too. Yes, sir.
Derby talking about some Let's Go Magic. Miles said best in the world, national championship. Oh, bro is spamming Let's Go Magic.
Who said that?
Derby.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I think he just purposely going up.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's okay. No, that's all right. We're breathing. We're hanging out.
And then, Miles talking crazy. He said,
Ooh.
"F you, the national championships is stupid ass pricing." Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. No, that wasn't happening.
Yeah.
If Miles is here, I'm assuming you already got a shirt. But Dick's Sporting Goods, I think, had 50% off on all their national championship stuff. So this hat was like $18. This shirt, yeah, everything was cheap.
Nice.
So. Hit them up if you haven't got anything yet.
He said it would be the matchup, MAGA State, Texas versus Florida. Oh, MAGA. Okay, MAGA State. My fault. And Miles also said, "Bro, I got 2 shirts with another 2 on the way."
Damn. Every style. You gotta run it up, man. Bro. They're talking about some $100 for a hoodie. Oh, I said, no, it's okay.
Yeah, you know somebody already bought that.
Oh, yeah. I said, when am I going to wear it?
They bought that joint 3 times over.
God. It wasn't even like the lightweight one you could wear to the gym. It was probably like heavier than that.
That's tough. That is tough.
Damn. Yeah.
And Miles also said a lanyard, a keychain, and a button.
I got the stickers too.
God,
I got the bumper stickers,
there, bro. Like, rob the store? What the hell, man?
I'll take one of everything.
Bro said, I got the paper from Gainesville. I got the poster. Oh,
college basketball, I'm not as passionate about as football. Right. If the Gators win the championship next year in football, I'll probably buy everything too.
Sheesh. Well,
I'll try to get a piece of confetti from the stadium. You
my
know what I mean?
God.
Yeah. But
Derby said, at least we know one thing. He about to clown on somebody.
I don't know.
Okay, and while we wait, our glorious King Roy finally did it. Oh, for the Masters.
Yes, he did.
My boy John Cena is champ again.
Yeah, all is right in the world. Do we want to talk about that first, since it's not that in depth, or do you want to do the poll?
Oh yeah, we'll do the poll real quick, because the poll will keep popping off.
Okay. Okay.
So y'all know I gotta hit y'all with a question of the day. Which NBA team has underperformed so far in the playoffs?
Bucks.
You know, it's crazy because I actually got that team in there, but I actually got like 5 teams.
Okay.
I had to like split too.
Okay.
And it's actually pretty crazy who's like tied right now. So I said the Grizzlies, the Bucks, New York.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, come on, man.
If they hadn't won a game, I would say put them number one above all. They did win one.
So, I mean, I'm going to be real. If they didn't go on that streak, that 31-point streak, first.
That's true. And Cade, honestly, yeah.
I mean, because like they couldn't hit a shot to save them.
Did you see they were interviewing Melo, and then Cade went down and dunked, and he was like,
yeah.
One of those, yeah.
They couldn't buy a basket to save their life.
That Pistons team is too young. They shouldn't even be in the conversation with New York.
I mean, but they do have bets though.
They do. I mean,
JB Bickerstaff, he ain't no scrub.
No, definitely not. I mean, I'm not saying they're a bad team, but I'm just saying with Brunson, Cat, like their whole dynamic, they shouldn't be struggling. It should be a Knicks in 5, and I don't think it's going to be a Knicks in 5. Not the way that it's been going.
Honestly, I can see this going to Game 6.
Easily.
But it's a lot different because a lot of these teams were injured last year.
Yeah.
So it's a tougher playoff series. But then I also said for the last team, I have the Magic and the Heat.
Okay. I mean, the Heat shouldn't be there. Sorry. They're a 10 seed. They shouldn't be in the playoffs. Right. I just had to throw them in there. Oh, yeah.
It was either going to be them or the Rockets, but I want to give them a chance.
Yeah. Also, Ime Udoka hasn't won a playoff game since... What was it? Game 3 of the finals with the Celtics in 2022. So that streak continues.
And that brother is a finalist for Coach of the Year.
Yeah, lost his family and all the playoff games.
That's tough.
He's going on a good pace. But yeah, I mean, the Heat, the format, they're in there. I mean, you can't say anything about it. Yeah, but
the format is ass.
The format is ass.
It's so bad.
I would say, though, yeah, definitely. The Bucks, to me, it's just like, they just continue to do this. Like, when you have Giannis, who's like one of the best players in the world, you should at least put some sort of resemblance of a fight up. And I'm not saying Indiana's a scrub team, but this should have been a 5 or 6 game series, and I don't think it's going to even go past 4.
I can see Bucks winning 2 games.
Maybe, yeah.
Or maybe we'll see when they go back home. But
they just haven't played well at all. So I mean, it's hard to say. The Magic,
right?
I'll give them a pass. I think they're still trying to find their identity. Mm-hmm. The Celtics are a good team. I mean, Orlando's a 7th seed this year, so that's a little different. I can honestly see. I don't think JT's playing tonight, is he? I believe. No, he's hurt. So they could get this game in Boston and go back to Orlando tied 1. So we'll see. But
and my last question is, before we move on to wrestling, is Halliburton really that hated? Apparently, he was the most overrated amongst everybody in the NBA.
Was that the player vote?
Yes.
Oh. Have I ever had a problem with him? No, I mean, I don't. Do you have a problem with him? No, I don't either.
I'm gonna be real. I have a problem with a couple of your.
Oh yeah, Alakazabra, Hocus Pocus, Harry Potter. Yeah.
I used to defend this
But
man.
you do remember, in my defense, when we sat here and I would just shit on him all day.
Yeah, you were dunking on him.
And then we won the finals, and I was like, I forgive him. I love him. Now I'm back to
But
this guy there.
No, before you were dunking on, I was like, bro, give him a chance.
But now you see what happens.
I mean,
it's just a crazy thing to say, especially when you're in the middle of like practice, like you're warming up for the game, and you just there might not be no Harry Potter magic, but there were. I'm like, what are you? Bro, shut up.
Okay.
Fix that left hand.
So
we can go from there.
No, literally. But honestly, I don't have a problem with Halliburton.
I don't either.
I don't see what's unlikable about him.
Anything he's ever done, like he does the wrestling stuff, anytime they're in town, he seems happy.
Right.
He just seems like a nice guy in the interview. I'm like, okay, I like this guy.
I forgot which Hall of Famer went to his head about something. I was just
it Red? No, it wouldn't have been Reggie. I don't think that's disrespectful.
No, it was I forget who it was. But yeah, it was just like, it's just something about him. Like, oh, if he played in his era, he wouldn't be doing what he's doing. But I'm like, what is he doing now to be offending people?
I don't. Yeah, it's like it's the same thing, and I hate to bring him up, but like with Tatum, it's like I get he might have a little more. He has some more quirks than Halliburton, but like the dude doesn't ever like do anything, and they're like, oh, that guy, he's stupid, bozo, he's corny. I'm like, okay, I guess you want him to be like John Moran throwing grenades in the crowd. I mean, sure, let's just go with that. I don't know what you want.
Call of Duty Moran.
Jesus. It's just, oh God.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Nauseating, but anyway.
But all right, Miles, if you still in here, bro, let's talk about this WrestleMania.
Yeah.
So I was like, yo, where's the WWE page? Because he used to have all that stuff.
Oh yeah.
All right, I'm on it. So WrestleMania in Las Vegas was the most successful event in WWE history. Whoa.
Was it the best? No.
Who would have thought?
Not the best, but
they changed everything, bruh. What did? Oh, okay. I was like, yo, where do I go?
God, I haven't been on there
for real, bro. I'm struggling. Oh yeah, they changed the whole format. Yo, I'm a boomer right now. All right, so actually, let me do this. Let me get the match cards.
Oh, it should be if it's on what do you call it? Wikipedia, probably.
WrestleMania 41 match. Yeah, there we go. Sure. We'll do that. All right, so we have all of the matches here. So I guess we'll start off with the first one. So we had the undisputed WWE Championship match, the main event. What was it? Was it the main event for night 2 for Cody Rhodes and
John Cena? It was the main event for night 2.
And then so I didn't watch it. I know it was on. Was it on Peacock or not?
They kept saying it was on Peacock. I saw like 1,000 people on Twitter say it was on Peacock, and I couldn't find it. So I went to. No, I'm sorry. Switch it. I found it on Peacock. Someone said it was on Netflix too, but I didn't see it on Netflix. Oh, okay. It was on Peacock.
Miles said the main event, night 2 was rough.
Yeah.
John Cena said we get nothing and got nothing.
Yeah, he was like, he said he was gonna ruin wrestling, and like, because he's a heel now, obviously. Yeah, and it was like, I mean, technically, he kind of did. That shit was ass. I mean,
I don't blame him. He's literally the ghost in a shell.
Oh yeah.
I mean, like, dude looks like he can barely wrestle.
He's pasty. His body looks like it hurts.
Yeah, I mean, just like I'm like, bro, it's like it's worse than when Kurt Angle went out that one time, and I'm like, yo, like
couldn't even turn his head.
Bro can barely do any. Like RVD too, when he came out his last one,
that big ass stomach, and he was like kind of waddling a little. I was like,
bro was trying to do his little somersault move, and he could barely get off. Yeah, he could barely get off the ground and execute. I was like, oh my god, bro, stop.
I think the biggest problem that people had, and like as me as like I'm not a regular viewer anymore, but I try to keep up with the general scope. But The Rock didn't show up at all.
Mm-hmm.
So he did all this shit with John Cena, like, like I got his soul, whatever the hell that was.
Yeah.
Didn't show up at all after that.
Yeah.
And then the only person that showed up was Travis Scott. And no one explains why Travis Scott's there ever. No one has ever.
I think he's just there to be there.
But like he comes out with his insurance. He's got his own belt.
Yeah.
The Cactus Jack belt. And then he comes in there and he helps John Cena win. And I'm like, but like, no one, I don't really care, man. I know it's fake, but like, can someone give me logic as to why Travis Scott keeps showing up and helping John Cena?
I'm gonna be real. I think it's the same logic as why Speed was in there that one time.
I guess so.
And like,
and Braun Breaker, like, literally broke him in half. I don't know, man. It's just like stupid.
Yeah, no, I agree.
It's just like I feel like it's just insulting. I'm like, this is why motherfuckers complain.
Right.
And then The Rock, I don't know if you saw him. Pat McAfee went on the next day.
Mm.
He was like, yeah, we didn't really ever have like a plan. He was like, I was at Elimination Chamber because they said ticket sales were low. He was like, I just, didn't want to show up anymore because I was going to let Cena and Cody do their thing and like tell their story. He was like, they didn't need me.
Mm.
People were like, but you were in the story. You put yourself in the story. So
right.
like, why did it just like just disappear? I don't know.
Yeah, I think Triple H needs to dial it back on the special guest appearances, and I think it's for the wow factor, just to hype up the story. But
like on Netflix, you'll see like what Yachty was there, Quavo was there. I mean, they get like random people in the crowd now because they want to boost it. But,
yeah, stop bringing rappers to this shit, bro.
You know what I think it is? I think that the deal that the WWE and UFC, I think it's just like they're all about like money and like entertainment factor now and shit. So like. People complain they got sponsors everywhere. There's like a Fortnite sponsor, and then there's a Minecraft.
Yeah, I'll be seeing. I'll be seeing the sponsors in the ring now. Yeah. I'm like, bro.
And then Logan Paul's there, obviously. So they got Prime, and I'm like, damn, this thing looks like a boxing ring.
For real.
Whatever, but yeah, I think that's half the issue too.
So Miles said Travis Scott is a clown. I think because everybody wanted The Rock, and literally they knew that, and so he didn't show up.
Yeah,
I call BS on The Rock for that.
Yeah, it didn't make sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
It just seems like, what do you call it? I guess insulting.
Disingenuous.
Disingenuous because I'm like, if you don't care about like wrestling anymore, you want to do the movie shit, that's fine. But like, he just will pop in and then he'll pop back out and pop in.
I honestly think they do it for like a quick check.
I think so too.
I'm pretty sure they get something for an appearance.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
So it's not like they go like for a couple shows just for free. I know they get.
Oh yeah, they get compensated, and I think it's just
So I think he was really just milking and whatever money he could get.
Well, that. I think I told you the first time he came back, people were saying it was because Black Adam was like so bad. He was trying to like save face and recoup some money because I guess they lost like hundreds of millions. And then after that point, I don't know. I think he just does it because he's just like, fuck you, I'm The Rock. What are you gonna do? You know, but. Yeah, it didn't make sense, and I can understand why people were upset. But
I definitely agree with that one. Let's see. So we'll go over the notable ones. So, what was the Randy Orton and the Joe Hendry? Was it
Randy Orton? What he was supposed to wrestle? What's his name? Kevin Owens.
Oh, okay.
And then he actually like legitimately, I guess, needs neck surgery. They figured that out like 3 weeks ago. So they did like a mystery thing, and then that's when I guess Joe Hendry came out. Which I'm like, man, they could have brought out like anyone,
right?
I don't know,
right? Because I saw that and I was like, I just saw the clip of bro like turn around do like his gimmick where
and he does like the smile and wave and shit, and then like he's okay, but I'm just like WrestleMania,
right, and then like he got RKO'd. I was like, oh well,
it was like a 3-minute match. I was like, what was the point? I don't know. No hate though. I mean, good for him for having his moment in front of like 80,000 people. But
shout out to Randy for wearing the OG fit. Yeah,
I saw that. I was like, I remember playing. I think it was "Here Comes the Pain" when I think he had that attire with the blue. I was like, oh my god!
OG apparel.
OG apparel.
Miles says, "Say his name and he appears."
That's what.
Yeah. Apparently, they had discussion of him fighting Jeff Hardy.
See, now that would have been, Jeff Hardy's music hits, and I know Jeff Hardy's old now, but like he does his little throw up the hands. People are like, I would have gone crazy, but
man,
it is what it is. I mean,
let's see. So Dominic defeated Braun Breaker, Finn Balor, and Pena for the new what was it, Intercontinental?
The Intercontinental Championship, yeah.
So
I like this because that motherfucker, he kicks ass.
Who?
That's Rey Mysterio's kid.
Oh.
Yeah. He's like gotten so much better because like at first it was just like, oh, Rey Mysterio's kid, he's whatever. But like he's got like his whole like gimmick down and like he's like you love to hate him kind of thing. But yeah, I'm glad, I'm happy he won. I did watch that.
Honestly, last time I remember anything that did with involved him, he was doing the whole Liv Morgan because they were doing the what was their staple? I forget what it was.
Oh, it's still going. Yeah.
We haven't retired that?
No. Oh man, Miles can help me. Because they're still together. Liv Morgan and
well, yeah, I forgot. Yeah, I totally forgot what their
you talking about because it's like the purple and the black. Like
yeah,
yeah,
I know
what you're talking about.
No, because when I saw Finn Balor in there, I was like, okay, so it's basically like a 2v1-on-1. It's like essentially it's a fatal 4-way, but it's still a handicap match.
See, what they ran was Dominic tried a frog splash Braun Breaker, I think, but then he hit Finn Balor, which was his boy.
Yeah.
So he ended up pinning Finn Balor. So now they're probably going to do something where they all break up. But yeah, that shit's still going on.
Oh my god!
Imagine my surprise.
Oh, Judgment Day.
There we go. Yeah.
Thank you. I was like, for the life of me.
Yeah.
For the life of me, I couldn't remember.
Yeah, that's still going. That thing started with Edge. What was that, like 2 years ago?
Oh, for yeah.
Probably longer than that.
Jeez. That thing's gonna go on as long as longer than the Shield, but it's gonna go on as long as Roman Reigns.
The blood.
Sheesh, and that joint went on. I think that carried COVID.
It was
That carried throughout.
That was probably
COVID.
3 years. Well, yeah. Honestly, is it over now?
Oh, I think
it's got to be close.
I mean, they're doing like sub like.
Well, yeah, because they got like different people that came in, but the main one's over.
Yeah. Man, the Bloodline story is done. Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Appreciate that. So then we had a triple threat women's world championship match between Io Sky. I'm sorry. I don't know why I want to say ISO. I'm sorry. Too much
basketball. Yeah.
I'm sorry. And then Bianca Belair and then Rhea Ripley. I know that had some build up for a hot minute.
Yeah, I did see that too. Yeah.
I thought it was going to be a title change, but
and she kept. I didn't watch it, but I mean, I tuned back in. I think like 30 minutes later, I was like, oh, she kept the belt. Okay.
I think it was like. I think Rhea hit a finisher on Bianca, and then Sky hit her finisher on Rhea, and then pinned. But I was
Who took the pin? You remember?
Bianca.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
they boo the hell out of her now. I don't know if she's supposed to be a heel or not, but
no,
they were booing shit out of her.
I think at that point they wanted a title change,
probably
because I thought there was going to be a title change, but it wasn't. So. The wise man betrayed Roman. Yeah, that
was kind of cool.
And so
surprising.
Then we had a triple threat match between Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and CM Punk. Seth Rollins won
with Heyman.
We had the women's world title between Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair. I know this one actually got personal.
Yeah, and someone said that I guess Charlotte was like sandbagging her, not helping her with like anything in the ring.
Apparently, yeah.
And I guess the match sucked.
Yeah,
so I'm like, well, that happens.
Well, yeah, and then I heard there was a lot of like backstage stuff going on.
Yeah, there was, because I think Tiffany Stratton brought up something about how many times she'd been divorced, and then like something about plastic surgery maybe or something too, and it just created some real shit. So apparently
there's like no one really likes Charlotte as much as I thought. I don't know if she just overstayed her welcome or it's.
I don't know if it's just because she's always in like those moments where she's always up there and like everyone else is. I don't know. Maybe she just rubs people the wrong way.
Did she have the golden shovel?
No, they said about the other one that came back.
John?
No, the other girl. Seth Rollins' wife.
Oh, Becky Lynch.
Yeah, they said about her. They said she has a golden shovel.
She never came off as the type that.
I don't know. I saw people bring up stuff, and I'm like, I don't remember any of this, but maybe. Maybe.
Let's see. The U.S. title match, LA Knight lost. The new champion is Jacob Fatu. Jay Cardell defeated Naomi. I
guess that match was a mess too.
I don't know.
They said they were botching like all over the place, but
yeah, I don't know if there's not a title at this point. I think that was just more to like push them.
Yeah.
The New Day defeated the War Raiders for a new title.
God dang.
I'm not gonna lie. I think the New Day gimmick is just.
I was in middle school,
bro. I mean, I think it peaked years ago, but since Big E cannot wrestle anymore, it's just like, all right.
Well, then didn't they have him like beat up Big E or something, or like they turned on him? I think right, not too long ago. Maybe Miles can correct me. I swore I saw that and it was like a big thing. But
and then Jey Uso defeated Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Low key crazy.
And a lot of people were mad about that.
What, he made him tap?
A lot of people were mad. I was like, if anything, thank God, because was Gunther really like that? Like, people actually liked him?
I think he's like one of the more legitimate looking people. Like, if you walked up to him, he would like kick your ass.
He is William Regal.
Okay, well,
generation.
All right, that's fair. That's fair.
That's how I see it, because, I mean, he got William Regal swag down pat.
Jacket.
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything William Regal was.
He is. I can
see
that.
Him.
That's a crazy comparison.
No, that's literally all I saw.
It's not
that's why I was like, yo, I've seen this before.
Where have I seen this?
Where have I seen this before?
William Regal.
This honestly looks like I feel like I've seen this wrestler before. Oh, I have. His name was William Regal. And William Regal, this man took his blueprint like Kobe did MJ and said, you know what? And then he got a world title. And he was a world title holder for a minute.
He was.
For a hot minute. I forgot how many days, but I remember I saw a stat. I think it was over what, 2 years maybe?
Wait, you're talking about Gunther?
Yeah.
That was for the Intercontinental Championship.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, because he won that from the other guy from the Judgment Day, I think. You know what I'm talking about? Undertaker looking guy, yeah.
Oh, Damian Priest.
There we go, Damian Priest, yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, I feel like I'm rusty as hell.
Nah, bro, that's just how that's just how unappealing it is. It's like you just step in, be like, oh, okay, we just check in, and like, all right, you check out.
I'm sorry, this is a like little sidebar, but like I just feel like they keep trying out people from like 20, 25 years ago,
right?
Like the Attitude Era, and I'm like, who are they going to try out in 20, 25 years from now for these kids? Like
Roman.
Okay, that would be cool, but like I don't care to see Seth Rollins in 25 years. I don't care to see Jey Uso in 25 years.
We're all gonna see him at AEW.
Oh, probably.
That's what happened.
Like 90-year-old Ric Flair.
Dude, apparently, it'll be like Kurt Angle in TNA again.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That's what
I don't know.
That's what going on with Dean right now.
Yeah,
bro, been over there for a hot minute. Same thing with Cesaro.
Oh yeah.
I just saw. Dang, he was a wrestler here. Damn, I forget his name. But yeah, he was doing that too. You said Kofi and Xavier turned on Big E, and they got major heat. New Day sucks. Is on fire right now.
I did. Yeah, that's what it was.
Was that a way to write him off?
No, he came out. It was like an anniversary for the New Day, I guess, for like however long they've been together. And I think, they were all like happy, and then they just for some reason were like, "Screw you! You haven't even like cared about us. Like you've been dealing with like your injury or whatever. Like we've been doing our own thing, and you haven't even tried to get back." Like making him feel bad and shit that he like got hurt. I don't know, something.
Was that real?
Oh, he really got hurt. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, but like that. No, they were just playing. No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, it wasn't.
That part.
Yeah, no.
I was about to. All right, because
they just wrote. That's how they wrote the story.
Got it.
Yeah,
okay.
They were just bitter towards him.
Got it. Yeah. All right, because I was like, hold on.
No, that'd be crazy. Yeah.
No, that's
I'd be like, whoa.
That's why I had to double check. I was like, hold on. No way they about to gaslight, bro. Ain't no way they about to make him feel bad because he focused.
You. Damn.
Oh wait, hold on. What word? Okay. He said it was like 15-year anniversary.
Oh my god.
Yo, are we that old? Yo, am I cooked? I think we're cooked.
God. Yeah, at what point, I mean, I don't know. At what point do you just take it behind the barn and just... I mean, I guess it still has its purpose, but like, yeah.
For the OG, I mean, not gonna lie, R-Truth is still.
He can still work. He can still move, kind of.
That's what I'm saying.
I give him credit. I mean, he's been doing it for like.
I still like that gimmick over New Day.
I do too.
New Day. I mean, I'm sorry, New Day ended a long time ago, but R-Truth, his gimmick is last forever. I'm sorry.
I'm pretty sure he was in like WWF when I was born.
Yeah.
It was like 98, 99, something like that, 2000.
I remember when he debuted. I was like, who the hell is this dude? But then like he came out breakdancing. He was serious. I was like, yo. I fuck with it.
Yeah.
I like this.
Yeah.
And then Miles said, yeah, bro, like Ronnie said, we thought Big E was going to interfere with their match, and they didn't. So it's like, they created the storylines and nothing happened.
Yeah. Someone's got like ADHD back there. They're like do like a couple of things and they're like, oh, let's go over here and do this one now, and then they forget about that. I'm like,
100%. 100%.
all right.
We're waiting on the R-Truth and John Cena segment.
Oh yeah.
Those have been gold. Yeah, R-Truth is going to be our only John Cena resemblance when John is done.
Yeah.
But honestly, we can move on to basketball if you're good.
Yeah.
So we can do some quick hits real quick. So your man Peyton Pritchard won Sixth Man of the Year. Congratulations. Good. Damian Lillard put up 14 points after talking mad trash to Halliburton. But in his defense, that brother missed a good part of the season due to the blood clot, and he did say that he was winded.
He shouldn't even really be playing right now. So I mean, he should because he was cleared, but like
it would have been cool if he wasn't talking trash.
Yeah, that's no reason.
So now it's like you gotta back up what you said, and you lost. So that is it. Let's see. So I believe the Pelicans GM is non-committal on Zion Williamson. I think we finally closed the door on that. It took long enough.
Yeah.
Hold on. Is there a Clutch Player of the Year award now?
There is, yeah. What is it called? The Sepoy. Who won it? I don't know.
Brunson.
Oh, all right.
We're just giving out participation awards now?
I really don't know how that stats determined. Because, obviously in like 2K, there is a stat for Clutch. But how do you look like, you just compare like last second shots, who took the most, who made the most?
It gotta be, the only way I'm giving out that award is game winners.
Okay, yeah. I mean,
that is the only.
With 20 seconds left to put you up by 3, that has a level to, but that's not clutch.
I'm only game winners.
Yeah.
How many game winners y'all got? He got the most. All right, you win Clutch Player. That
shouldn't even be a big trophy. It should be like a little plaque.
That's the only thing. Yeah. But hey, that's why I don't know.
Did they announce most improved yet or no? I don't
believe so.
Yeah.
I'm going through it now. And then we'll get on with the overview of the playoffs. Still looking. What's crazy? I didn't realize that Landry Fields was the GM.
New York Knicks legend. That dude.
Bro was GM for the Hawks
like 4 years.
Got let go. I was like, yo, how did you even get that far?
You know what his record was in those 4 years?
Bad.
It was like
dismal.
No, it was like 202 to 199. Like almost perfectly mid.
Perfectly mid is insane.
It's crazy. I don't even know how you do it or how you could attempt to do it.
That is insane.
Yeah.
Kenny Atkinson was named coach of the year.
Okay.
For Cleveland. Well deserved.
I can see that, yeah.
And let's see. I believe that is all for the awards for now. Yeah, it looks like. Okay, and then let's go over to talk about the current bracket.
Where we're at.
Okay, so as we are watching right now, we are watching the Celtics play the Magic. Boston has a 1-0 lead. Since JT is out, you guys are going back and forth a little bit. So it looks like it could be anybody's game. Overall, I have the series going 4-1.
Okay, no, that's fair. Yeah, I think the Magic get one at home for sure because Boston, every time they step into the Amway or the Kia Center, just seems to. So I could see that. But.
Yeah. And then you guys would play the winner of the Knicks and Pistons. As we said before, they play tomorrow at 7, but we'll be watching the NFL draft. I'm going to give this series to New York, but honestly, it's gonna be a tough one. I got him going in 6.
I can see that. I almost want to just like go outside the box and say 7, but I think 6 is really safe. because I could see, like I said, I could see them Pistons getting another one at home, which would make it 2. But I think New York just overpowers them at some point. You would think, right?
I think so. I was actually talking to a Knicks faithful this past weekend.
Oh, okay.
So they might have to get rid of Tibbs.
You think it's time?
I think it might be.
He
time.
owes, I think, like Adam Silver. I think he's got blackmail on him, or like something, because he seems to get a job no matter what. Like he could get fired tomorrow and probably get the head coaching job somewhere.
Oh, 100%.
Probably get Charlotte or something random.
And then he'll take them to the playoffs.
Yep.
Which is crazy.
For like 4 years in a row, but they won't get out of the first round and they're fired again.
Right.
I don't know what it is with him.
I think it's about. He says that it's about time for them to get rid of Tibbs because he doesn't really adjust well.
Okay,
as you can see, a lot of the plays are either iso ball or either Cat get the ball and shoot up a 3.
Yeah.
So they're not really. There's no cohesion or efficiency, but they're always relying on Brunson to get them a bucket, and then they also need to let Josh Hart come off the bench and find another true guard that can help with the scoring load, which I thought was supposed to be Mikal Bridges, but that's why we had that beef with them not giving him enough play.
Yeah.
So
I'm asking this actually to you to see if you know, has them not having DiVincenzo hurt them at all? I know you probably haven't watched like every Knicks game, but
I think that yes, but I think they would still have the same issue with him.
That's fair.
There's just no game plan around.
I think that Mikal Bridges trade still holds up. I just don't think it really did anything for them.
I don't think they just utilized him well because when he was there, he was making shots.
Yeah.
But then when you're on the floor for 16 minutes, and you only get 5 to 6 shots. It's a little hard to get going. It's gonna
be hard, yeah.
You know.
Oh, that's true.
I mean, even though they was making fun of Kyle Kuzma, bro had I forgot, he only had 22 minutes but 5 shots.
Yeah.
And he didn't hit a single one. I mean, it's sort of hard to get going when you only get the ball every 6-7 minutes.
Oh yeah, no, 100%.
So you don't even catch a rhythm. So I think that's what really happened with Bridges. But he has to be in the starting lineup. I get it. Hart is your defensive stopper, but you also need offense too.
Oh yeah, I mean you're gonna have a team full of good defense, but yeah, if they can't get back and score, or at least a shooter in the corner, I mean, I don't know,
right?
Really anything.
No, and that's why I think this series we're gonna really look at the Knicks and be like, wow, y'all are really just playing down to your competition.
Yeah.
I think it's just bad schemes. And then Bickerstaff is going to find a way to be able to get this team back into the column. So,
and shout out to them because, I mean, they were people were putting money on them to lose every game. What were they, 4, 5, and 30 or something like that? So the fact that you've turned it around this quick is good.
Right. Agreed.
Yeah.
Then we have the Knicks and the Bucks. Honestly, I'm sorry. I said the Knicks and the Bucks. The Pacers and the Bucks. I'm sorry. Pacers and the Bucks. I'll be real. I can see the Bucks not winning a single game.
Correct. Yeah, I can see it going 4-0, maybe at best 4-1, but yeah, I don't think this goes this is not going past 5.
Yeah.
Nope.
No.
And Doc Rivers will not be on the hot seat.
He'll still have a job.
He sure will.
They'll probably trade everybody else, but Doc will still be there.
That phone for Giannis is going to be on fire this summer because at some point you really got to look at the team and go, it's not working.
What's the chance that he pulls a Myles Garrett?
so when we pull a Myles Garrett, we request, don't get traded, and then stay, or you think he's just gonna request and what do you?
So let's say that there's rumors, or he could request a trade.
Okay, and then he stays. Or he just, I don't know. I think Milwaukee, if their front office was competent, would actually, unlike Cleveland, because Cleveland's never had a front office competent. I think Milwaukee would have sense enough to ship him out.
I think they're going band for incompetency here. Because look, you get rid of your other coach who was winning to get a coach who shouldn't probably even have a head coaching job.
Who is riding off of a championship for 15 to 16 years ago.
You trade your best point guard in Drew Holiday, who went to the next team and won that same year you traded him.
Yep.
And
yeah.
And you blow up your nucleus because you're like, oh well, I want my one. Well, we're just
Your
gonna
defensive plug, it just went to the other Eastern Conference team and won.
You trade away one of your other scoring shooting guards in Chris Middleton, and now you're like, oh well, here you go, Giannis. And then
here's some Kuzma.
And then Dame was out. You got Gary Trent Jr. and then you got Kuzma, and then Doc can't even find anything to do with either of those players.
Yeah, the team's a mess. Yeah, I think it's band for incompetency. I just say Cleveland, the Browns more so because at least Milwaukee did get to the top and won the championship. They just didn't do anything correct afterwards. They just decided they weren't going to improve, get younger. They were just going to trade away pieces they should have kept and then bring in someone that was – the handwriting was on the wall for Dame as far as age and, the scheme fit didn't seem like it was going to work, and it just didn't. Yeah. So there we are.
Yeah. And then we have Cleveland and Miami.
This is going to be quick and, well, hopefully it's not quick and painless. I hope the freaking Cleveland drags these games as long as they can. Every game. I hope it's 4-0. Send them to Cancun. Get fucking Hero's bum ass out of there. Put them on the banana boat. End it. This is a 4-0 series.
All right. Y'all might cook me for this.
Oh, God.
I got a gentleman sweep.
What? Miami at home or Miami on the road? I mean, does it matter? I guess not really, but
you'll see.
Oh my! It's 1-0 right now, right?
Yeah. Okay. Well, I just got Miami just a gentleman sweep. That's just my prediction.
You know what's crazy? I just said that Hero was a bum. I actually don't hate really anyone that I hated on Miami, which was Martin and Butler. They're gone, so I think me and Miami are good now. I like Adebayo. I'm looking forward to him coming to the Celtics one day. So
that's a stretch.
Yeah,
that's a crazy stretch.
Yeah,
that's a crazy stretch. I'm only giving Miami one game because they'll probably come out and Cleveland might play down, but
should an under 500 team that's the 10th seed in the Eastern Conference be in the actual playoffs?
No.
Correct. Yeah.
No.
But let them try if they want to.
And then we'll flip it around to the West. We have the Thunder versus the Grizzlies.
That was just an abomination of
the first game.
Not
was
even
insane
on Easter Sunday too. I mean,
what?
What did it end up being, like 52 points?
Yes. The first game was
random, like family just. Oh, what's the score now? I was like, oh, it's a 40-point game. Dog. Oh, now it's 52. There was a 28-2 run at some point.
Yes.
That's just an embarrassment.
Mm-hmm.
Zach Edey just had pull-ups on or something and shit himself. He was 2 for 13 from the field, 3 rebounds.
Pull-ups on is crazy.
He sucked. I mean, it's just embarrassing though. I mean,
no, you're right.
I really don't think it's a bad team. I don't think Memphis is a bad team at all.
They just need more scoring.
Yeah, and I do think Oklahoma City is that good.
Mm-hmm.
But
they're poised now. I mean, they're getting more experience under their belt. They got scores all over.
I don't see a world where they don't go to the finals. I don't know who stops them. But
we'll see next series because they either play the Nuggets or the Clippers, and that series is tough as hell right now. Honestly, I think hands down,
Toronto Kawhi is
I think hands down, this series is the best series in the playoffs right now.
Denver, yeah, I would say so. And you know what's you can throw stones at me if you want to. I wasn't even going to watch a single second of that.
That's so tough.
I was like, you know what? Denver's probably just going to clean that. Kawhi's going to get hurt game one.
No.
And then I looked at the highlights and I was like, oh my God, Kawhi's doing what now?
First game went to OT and was close as hell. I was like, all right, that immediately set the tone for the series.
Denver's in a bad spot. You just fired Malone right before the playoffs, which really throws off everything.
Exactly.
Not a great move.
Exactly.
So I don't. You know what? Honestly, if you had to make me root for someone, I would root for the Clippers because Kawhi deserves to get a little more glory under his belt. And if he got rejuvenated with his stem cell shit,
you can't. I know others may feel a certain way. Can't forget about Harden.
You're right.
Can't forget about Harden because honestly, I think that 1-2 combination finally works.
Yeah.
Because PG was stinking it up. I mean,
Pandemic P.
Even if you had Russ in there, I think Russ still would have worked with that system. But right now, I think that's what they truly needed was just tone down the stars.
They just work well. I mean, yeah,
Right.
from what I've seen, it's just. I think you're right. It was just all about Paul George. I don't know what it is about Paul George because he seems to have a habit of that. The only time it worked was in Indiana when he was an option one and really no one else around him. OKC, yeah, I give him that too. But
yeah, I can't.
Philly, no.
I don't know, man. It's hard to defend my guy, man. Because I mean, like he wanted the same thing. I mean, granted, you could say the same thing about Kawhi because Kawhi got that big ass bag, but he didn't play as many games. But I mean, the availability for both of them at the time was really dismal.
Yeah,
neither of them were there.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know when it came down to getting it done. Kawhi got it done, and the other one came out later and said, "I'm gonna stop doing podcasting to focus on basketball." And we said how that went.
Yep,
not gonna beat a dead horse. But with this series, I don't know, man. I think this is the one time I'm undecided about a series. I want to give the edge to Denver, but again, I think coaching might come into play.
It might. I just don't think that was a good idea still because we never talked about it fully. Which
and honestly, we can right now. Yeah. So I don't know if you saw anything, but apparently, Coach Malone and the GM.
Was it the Russ thing? No.
Yes, it was part of the rest, but I guess they never saw eye to eye.
Okay, I did see that too.
So the owner said instead of letting go of one or the other, both y'all can get out.
Yeah, which is crazy too.
So I was like, you couldn't have waited?
Was it that bad?
Yo, and that's crazy too. I said Miami would get one, and it's 13-5. Yo, I need to play the lotto.
Oh, this might get sloppy.
Honestly, this might just be Miami's win. Only win.
It could be.
But I think Cleveland's going to come back. They're just starting slow right now. But yeah. So they instead of just letting one or the other go, you just let both of them go. But the timing was horrible.
That's what I said right before a playoff.
I'm like, dog,
and you got one of the best players in the world on your team,
right?
What is the deal? And I don't think Jokic cares. I don't think he's affected by any of that. But still,
it still affects the team because let's be real. This is not the same Denver team that we saw like 2 weeks ago.
No,
like this is a different team under a different coach, and you can tell that they're drawing up stuff, but it just doesn't look like the same team.
No,
at all.
It's just off, and like we said, I mean, it really just. Critical thinking, if you put your thinking cap on, you would realize that any kind of major change before, I mean, even if like a team leader goes down, a star player, a veteran, it's going to disrupt.
Exactly.
Especially in basketball. It's not just next man up.
Same thing with the Grizzlies coach. They let him go. And then now granted, I think they would have a better chance if they had their coach, but I mean, a blowout in the first game. I mean, it doesn't even look like. I mean, hey, they might win one on the road. Who knows?
I mean, they would be lucky to.
This team also does look dysfunctional too.
Yeah,
all because of their coach.
Yeah, so
that is unfortunate for both teams. But if I had to pick a team, I'll be real. I don't know who to pick.
I'll just say Denver just for the purpose of saying a team. But I said, I really hope that. Los Angeles, whoever loses or wins, I mean, I think it's going to be probably a 6 or 7 game series easily. So tip the cap. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So then we also have the Lakers and the Timberwolves.
Surprise game 1 from Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
I figured they were going to get 1 or 2, but I mean,
Miles, realistically, who do you want out of the series?
What, for the next round or the?
This out of. If he thinks that they'll beat the
teams. Yeah. I didn't give them much. I mean, I didn't want to disrespect Minnesota, but I didn't give them much thought to beating LA.
I feel like there's a lot of variables in this. I want to tip the cap to Minnesota, but it really depends on how Gobert plays.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, he's most of those Defensive Player of the Year awards, I still don't see it.
I know.
I'm sorry, I still don't see it.
He has too many, they're going to look back in 20 or 30 years and be like, that had to be one of the craziest
I'm sorry.
guys by the Warden of all time.
Right.
Not particularly, and nothing against him, but maybe All NBA defensive, like sure, but like the depoys, that's a
Yeah.
big honor.
I'm gonna need for him to channel whatever he did to get those, because right now Miami has. I'm sorry.
LA, yeah.
What's wrong with me? I might.
LeBron
Oh
brain.
my goodness. Yeah. Minnesota can play. They can play big. What is it? I was gonna say small ball. My LA doesn't have a big man lineup.
Yeah.
So which could exploit some matchups. Because then you would have Jackson Hayes and LeBron guarding the post. So I was gonna say you can at least try and exploit some matchups.
That's true.
And mismatches, but it's really gonna come down to defense, and if they can stop the 1-2 punch from the Lakers with Doncic and LeBron.
And I don't think they will. I do think LA will take the series, but just threw me off the game one, ended up like that. Yeah, I guess we'll see. But.
And then lastly, we have Houston versus the Warriors.
Listen, I'm just going to go on record and say it, and I don't even remember who I was talking to about this. This might have been some random person somewhere, but I think the Warriors have the potential to go to the conference finals this year. I think the Butler connection, I think they're all kind of clicking a little bit more the more the season's gone on. I shudder to think what this team would have looked like if they had him day one. I think this team would have probably been maybe a 3 or 4 seed, maybe better. I don't know. But, yeah, I think they clean up Houston, and I think they could really clean up most of these teams in the West.
So come to find out, they actually have the best defensive stat since they've added Butler.
Wow. That sounds about accurate.
Yeah. So
I really, I don't think this team can get past OKC, but I do think this team can clean up the Clippers. I think they could clean up Minnesota. I think they could give LA a run for their money for sure. I mean, I don't think they're going to get stopped anytime soon.
Mm-hmm.
But
so Miles said get them to the finals quick, but he said realistically the Wolves I think should win. I think the refs will give it to the Lakers. LA has no center. Gobert should dominate, but he just sucks.
That's a plain and simple.
Literally. And that's what I was saying. I was like, where's all these defensive player of the years? But I'm not really seeing it.
There's no one there. If AD was there, okay, maybe.
Right.
Maybe a little bit.
Right.
Okay, but like, who is the center? Is Alex Lynn still trying to get minutes there?
I think he's coming off the bench, but Jackson Hayes is there.
Jackson Hayes, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So I'm just like, I'm like, dude, like honestly, you should be down there getting doubles.
Just absolutely, just obliterating.
Realistically, but hey, that's.
But I mean, he might just click next game and then it's over for. I mean, if he really wakes up and plays like a defensive player of the year, then LA's not in a good spot.
Right. And then, real quick, because there has been some more news in football. Kirby Joseph, the Lions defensive back, he became the highest paid safety with 4 years, $86 million. That brother got paid.
These defensive backs are getting paid.
Yeah.
Christian Gonzalez, I don't even want to think about what he's going to get paid.
I
mean, they're paying him like bags of money, backing up the Brinks truck.
It's whatever number you can think of and just triple it.
Yeah, pretty much.
So I also saw the Pro Bowl Hall of Fame game will be played on my birthday. The Chargers and the Lions will face off in the 2025 Pro Football Hall of Fame.
That's going to be August?
July 31st.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's why I looked.
Damn, we get a football game in July.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell?
God bless. That's crazy.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord, man. Why am I still seeing this? C.J. Gardner-Johnson is still still shocked that Philly traded him. That is literally a report.
He's going to be talking about that in 20 years. Man, I can't believe they traded. No, dude. I mean, I don't know what to tell you, but.
Anthony Richardson is embracing a QB battle against Daniel Jones.
If you would have told me 3 years ago, that would have been a headline. I would have been like, what?
I'm just going to keep it rolling for the sake of it because...
that's too much to get into.
It's
too messy.
So, Steelers plan to add 2 more quarterbacks. Aaron Rodgers' uncertainty won't affect draft plans. Let's see. God. So, we are heading into a voluntary training camp. I know um, James Cook, he is not showing up for practice
That
because he is still on his rookie deal. Now, brother wants to get paid.
what was he on the other day? He was on a stream with one of those like streamers.
Mm.
Who's the his name Neon? Is that a name? They were in some restaurant or something, and he was like bitching about money. I don't remember what came up, but it was something about like, oh, who's better than you? Like running back wise, he was like, no one. Blah blah blah. Like, pay me. Like, okay, sure. I mean, he's not. I'm not saying he doesn't deserve the money, but he's gonna end up being a problem for them.
Speaking of money, Cam Jurgens agreed to a 4-year, $68 million contract.
Good for him. Would you say he's? I mean, obviously he's replaced Kelsey, but would you say he's done a good job? I didn't really. I mean, as a center, yeah,
Still has some miscues, but overall, I mean,
worth the money. I mean, what are you gonna get that's better, kind of thing? I guess, yeah.
he's been there for a minute now,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it doesn't make sense to really.
Go a different direction.
Yeah, honestly, I'm about to look up the mock draft because I'm not seeing anything crazy other than yeah, not really seeing anything crazy. Trey White returns to Buffalo on a one-year deal.
Brother. Okay.
Nah, bro, we are bringing everybody back.
Jordan Poyer still hanging out there too?
Nah, I think
No.
he's
Where is he at? He's in Miami, I think.
yeah.
Oh, speaking of Miami, the Jalen Ramsey. What were you thinking about that?
Oh yeah, so they were shopping him.
Yeah, I guess they gave him permission to seek a trade, and then the GM was like, "I think it's in our best interest for us to part ways.
Mm.
But if he stays, then we'll work it out and be happy to have him." Kind of thing. The value's not as high as it once was.
Nope,
he's
not at all.
Getting up there, and he's he tore his, what was it, the Achilles or the ACL?
I believe ACL.
Yeah. So I mean,
Yeah.
what they paid, I think they paid a first round or second round for him, something high. So they're not getting that back. I don't think.
Agreed.
Yeah.
But also, longtime Cowboys left tackle Tyron Smith is retiring.
Yeah.
So the Cowboys are getting
womp womp.
I was asking the same New York Nick Faithful, he's a Giants fan.
Oh yeah.
And I asked him, I was like, in your opinion, do you feel the change of power shift in the NFC East?
What did he say?
He said, damn, what did he say? I think he agreed with me when I said it's New York, or not New York, it's Washington's chance. I'm sorry. Look, I'm gonna be real. Washington is making crazy moves.
I would just be like,
I was fine. I was like, all right, cool. And we went into the offseason. I know we had to pay some people, but then once like people started falling off and leaving, I was like, oh, word. And then they just started bringing in Tunsil, Debo. I'm forgetting like 5 other dudes.
Wagner, I think.
Oh my god. I know they got a running back. I forget.
I'm sure they're gonna go stupid in the draft. I mean, I think they kept Eckler.
Yeah.
Robinson Jr. still there. What?
I really think they got a running back. I forgot who. Because at that point I just threw my hands up because I was just like, dog, what are we doing? But he did also agree that he might have the meanest sophomore slump.
Correct. That's possible.
He might, because look at CJ's sophomore slump.
CJ had a bad sophomore
slump. But he still got to the playoffs. That's the crazy part.
And did he won a playoff game, correct? Or
that was last season.
They
bounced.
No, so they beat someone, and then they...
Oh, they beat, was it the Chargers?
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
That was the game that Herbo threw like 4 picks.
Brother.
Playoff Herbo. What happened? Yeah, that's what. And then they put up a good game against Kansas City. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Halftime it was close, but anyway, yeah, I think Washington's got this division very clearly, but you never know.
I think it's neck and neck at this point, but like the power has obviously went to them.
Yeah.
But obviously they're not gonna. I mean, people could overlook Philly still, but hey, all I know is everyone's better than Jalen Hurts till it's time to be better than Jalen Hurts. And what happens?
Oh my God, what a statement.
Hey, all I'm saying is
the man's a Super Bowl champion. You're not wrong.
Hey, all I'm saying is when we played against Burrow, who won? Hurts. When we beat Mahomes, I mean, he beat us.
These are all accurate statements.
Oh, what I'm just saying. When we played Josh Allen. Hold on. I'm not done. When we played Baltimore. Come on, dog. Come on. Hey. When we played Washington. When we played, listen. Man, that's all I'm saying. That's all.
Some Devin arguments, man. It's like the worst part is they're always indisputable facts. But it's the way that they're said, and I'm just like, you know what, you're right.
It's all I'm saying is when it's time to be better than Jalen Hurts,
they forget to show up.
Hey man, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. God. Everyone always thinks they're better than Jalen until it's time to be better than Jalen. Come on, man.
I want to throw something just back, just a little lob out there.
Baker Mayfield, I get it.
Well, I wasn't even gonna say that. I think it should be everyone wants to stop Saquon Barkley until they can't. I don't think it's always about number uno out there. I think it's more so about.
Hey man, all I'm saying is when that brother be throwing the football, do it get intercepted? Hell no. Okay,
but also Howie Roseman's got to do his Madden franchise shit.
Hold on. Whoa. What we do before we got Saquon?
Lost in the Super Bowl?
Hey, we got to the Super Bowl.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no.
We got the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And then we shot the bed next season. But hey, we was 10-1. We was undefeated.
Yeah.
We was undefeated.
Yeah.
And then we shot the bed. Lost to Geno Smith. But hey.
Writing back.
That is so disgusting. Why did I even bring that up? But hey, I'm just an honest fan. I'm an honest fan. I'm an honest fan. No, I didn't cap.
But no, everything's correct. But the team doesn't win the Super Bowl last year without Saquon Barkley.
Oh hell no! But we made it to the Super Bowl with DeAndre Swift in the same damn defense. The same damn defense, minus like 3 guys. 5, 7. You had the same team, same defense. Come on, dog. Don't hold me. Please don't hold me.
All right.
The same damn defense. We brought CJ back, and then we had more dudes. Bro, minus Kelsey.
I just think that every defense was so concerned about Saquon last year that your offense just got opened up exponentially by it. And your defense, I'm not saying anything about the defense. The defense wins championships.
But when we went to the Super Bowl and lost, we had DeAndre Swift, who was a tough running back, same offense. A.J. Brown. Why am I dropping names? Oh my goodness. Besides Smitty, we had
who'd you guys have? Was
Goddard.
Oh, you want Goddard?
I almost said Gobert again. Whew. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm flip flopping today. I was not mentally prepared, as y'all can see. But brother, we had the same team.
That's fair.
We had the same team. There's different guys on defense, but I hear what you're saying.
I genuinely think that Saquon just changed the team. Genuinely.
That's respect. I mean, you got to, but that's why I was so high on DeAndre Swift, because he was still 1,000-yard back those 2 seasons he was there.
It's just
did he change the offense? He was just another piece.
He was a touchdown machine that year, but yeah.
But we know Saquon, so I mean, I'm gonna be real. He would change y'all's team too. Yeah. If y'all had a competent team,
if you threw Saquon on there with even a halfway decent line, let's say half as good as you guys, that's a wild card team this year, because Drake May could get opened up a lot more because he could hand off the ball, and they're like, oh shit, Saquon's got it, and then Drake May's throwing to Bob Smith from Walmart. You know what I mean? But
then I also want to remind y'all that in the past, with all of our running backs, we've always had a solid O-line.
This is true too, and this is why the Cowboys have gotten away with so many running backs.
Right.
Dowdle had 1,000 yards last year. he's going to go to Carolina or where did he go? Wherever he went, he's not going to have 1,000 yards.
Yeah.
He go to Carolina?
Yeah.
He's not going to have 1,000 yards. It's always been a thing with them. DeMarco Murray leaves the Cowboys, goes to you guys.
Still had 1,000 yards.
Still had 1,000 yards. Went to Tennessee. Wait, no.
No, he went to Tennessee.
He went to Tennessee is when it fell. Okay.
Yeah.
Regardless, I'm saying, like, you guys have the same syndrome, though, a lot with the Cowboys as far as running backs go there, succeed, they leave.
Right.
Same thing with Zeke. Zeke, same shit. Yeah.
Miles Sanders.
You would have thought that guy was, like, probably 3 or 4 Pro Bowls by now. Goes to Carolina and, like, forgets how to run.
Barely. No, he just didn't get the ball.
He didn't get the ball either.
Right.
He was healthy. He's getting healthy scratch. People were drafting this man in, like, the 5th round of fantasy drafts, and they were like, "Oh, Chuba Hubbard."
No,
get in there, yeah,
literally. And Miles said, "Fellas, football will be back before you know it. Freaking the draft is tomorrow." Yeah, man.
We got so technically, this is how I like to look at it. We got all of May, all of June, and that's it. Because the last week in July, we can look forward to a football game. It's crazy how quickly. Like, this year, at least, especially, like, we're almost in May.
That joint went by fast.
So, but yeah, as far as football goes, fire me back up.
All right, and so we'll get a little bit more into the draft, and I'm sorry for the tangent, but, I mean, it was funny, though.
Yeah,
it
was funny. That was funny.
But, not because I literally thought about it. I saw it on a post, and it was like, it's always, like, because I will always see the better quarterback comparisons.
Yeah.
And then Hurts is never on there, but then I'm
like... Well, any of the top 10 lists, too, he's like...
He's never on there, but I'm just like...
he's like... Andy Dalton, yeah.
He beat all these guys.
He deserves to be respected in all those lists next year as a Super Bowl winning quarterback. He's been to the dance twice, won it once. He's, 26, 27? Put him on those lists. He's a good quarterback. I'll give him his due. I just, I do think that team... How do you word it? They win, is it in spite of him, not because of him?
I think we finally have our almost said it, but not in disrespect. I think we got another Donovan McNabb, our franchise changing, but I don't want to disrespect Mike Vick and Carson, but I think we have our franchise changing quarterback.
You guys have got lucky in the last 25 years with good quarterbacks.
So when y'all beat us in the playoffs his rookie year, Devontae Smith that year led all rookie. Well, no, he set a rookie.
Wait, who?
I keep saying y'all, but Brady.
Oh, yeah, well, he is me. I am him. He is me. So I am on Team Tom Brady. I'm also obviously.
Oh my goodness!
You weren't.
I'm sorry, but when
I should apologize. I was thinking about.
But when Brady played for the Bucks,
yeah,
and we lost to him that first round, Devontae Smith put up rookie. He set up franchise rookie numbers in Philly.
Yeah,
due to Hurts. So obviously he had potential. And good enough to get the team to the playoffs. Mind you, did we lead I think we were second? I think we were second in the division at the time. We weren't, and that was
who was Dallas was first.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously.
And then we had that was our coach's first year.
Wait, was COVID year or was this 2021?
21.
So was this the year the Giants made the playoffs? Is it a 3-team out of the
I thought it was just 2.
What year did the Giants make the playoffs? Was this 22?
Oh, bro.
Wait. No, it was 20. So 22 was the year the Giants went to the playoffs.
Yeah.
And then they won against the Vikings. And then Danny Dimes got the contract. And then 23 he sucked and they cut him. So did you guys not make the playoffs in 22? Who didn't make the playoffs in 22? Were there 3 teams that made the playoffs?
Yeah, it was 3.
Damn.
Yeah. Because
loaded ass division.
Yeah, because
Washington. Yeah, Washington definitely did, and then it was you guys. Dallas made them, and then
right, yeah, Dallas at the time. Yeah, I'm sorry.
So that was a 3-team one year, okay.
But yeah, that's all I was saying.
Yeah,
Just put some respect on my quarterback, please. That's all. That's all I'm asking. I'm not saying like bro don't gotta be up there like 1 or 2 or 3, but like at least put them on.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Yeah,
like come on, man. But with the draft being tomorrow, we'll end it with the we'll just do the top 10.
Yeah, that's
for our mock draft.
Do you want to just do? Is this on NFL.com?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let me try to. I have the app here, so let me see if I can read it along with you because it's gonna be easier.
And I know this won't be.
Oh damn! Look at that. 23 hours.
Wow.
I'm sorry. What did you say?
I was gonna say. Honestly, do you think any of these picks are gonna go?
Are you on the Charles Davis? Which one are you on?
I'm on.
Yeah, that's the same one then. Okay.
Yeah.
Just so it gives me an idea where the board's at.
Yeah.
So at 1, consensus, it's done. It's over. You can put pen to paper. Cam Ward's getting drafted. You see what he said on that stream? He was playing Fortnite, and they said, "Who's your favorite running back right now?" He's like, Tony Pollard. He's like the best running back out right now. And then they were like, "Give me your like top receivers right now." And he was like, "Oh, I mean Calvin Ridley's one." He was like, "I like AJ Brown for some reason too. I don't know why. I just like AJ Brown, trying to be like because he played for Tennessee." Then he gives like 2. He's like Jamar, Justin Jefferson. He's like Treylon Burks too. I put him in there too. I said, "Oh my god, this motherfucker does not have a poker face." Treylon Burks in the top 5. He deleted that stream too. But obviously he got blasted.
Deleted the VOD? Oh, come on, man.
He deleted the Fortnite stream.
Come on, man. You know the VOD is... Come on, man. Internet is forever.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, man.
So that's settled. There's not a chance.
I get it. I get what he's trying to do. But damn, bro. Just like, you could have just been authentic and been like, these are my favorite wide receivers. Yeah. I don't think he would have caught... He caught more flack.
Is he going to walk to the locker room and Calvin Ridley's going to be like, "So you don't think I'm a top 5 receiver?"
No.
No, because he's not. It's fine. You could say Jamar, AJ Brown, Jay Jettas, and then give you, I don't know, CD and whoever else you want to put in there. But
bro would have said AB, I would have lost.
Oh, God. Oh, my God.
Bro would have said Antonio Brown, I would have lost it.
Put that shit on.
I would have lost it, bro.
So, realistically, with this pick, I think that Tennessee should take Travis Hunter or they should trade this pick. I don't think Cam Ward's good enough to take the first.
You know, I was going to say, what are the odds that they trade it?
They should. Because someone could trade up to 1 for Travis Hunter, and they could probably get first-round pick next year, second-round pick, third-round pick, maybe even a player.
Right.
But they're going to take Cam Ward. I just don't think he is a franchise quarterback. And this team is not good enough to support him. But let them falter.
It's going to be Malik Willis all over again.
Yep.
And no disrespect
Mariota.
to him.
I mean, there's just a long list. Vince Young.
Ugh.
The Vince Young and Jeff Fisher eras, who can forget.
Lord.
So, yeah, they're settled on that. I don't think that's a question. Number 2, Travis Hunter to Cleveland. This makes sense. I do think if you're looking for, like, talent or you're looking for, like, the best player, I think it's Travis Hunter. Just out of pure, like, can play 2 positions. You can put him at corner, receiver. I think just pure talent, I think he has the most upside. So, I mean.
He's really about to die on that hill.
Yeah.
He want to be dual so bad. I'm like, bro, just.
And you know what the worst part about this Cleveland? They have such a bad track record of developing players. He's not going to develop there. He's going to get traded in like 3 years for a third or fourth round pick. Someone else will develop him.
Mm-hmm.
By that point, he's probably going to be broken down. God forbid he gets an injury because he's playing both sides. I'm just like, it's just not.
And I don't think the Browns would let that fly. I don't know.
It's like, so you draft Travis Hunter and then you sign Myles Garrett to this humongous extension, but who's throwing the football? And who are your receivers? And what's your running back situation like? Because Chubb's like, no, he's still a free agent.
God damn.
I mean, there's just so many holes this team has. This is another team that should trade their pick.
Brother,
every 3 or 4 years, we're like, they need to rebuild. Well, they've been rebuilding, but they need to do it again because they keep fucking screwing it up. So here we are again.
That's facts. No, that's facts.
They owe Deshaun Watson a stupid amount of money. That dude's not playing this year.
While they finally admitted that was a bad deal, which you don't have to have eyeballs to see that was a bad deal.
I mean, you didn't have to say it. You could have just been like, you could have just nodded and been like,
right.
And then we would have been like, no, it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm done patting them on the back for their stupid decisions. Like, you guys are burying yourselves. So,
100%. And also can't feel bad for Miles for staying with the team.
Yeah.
I mean, you even knew how it was. And
the only thing that I will give Myles Garrett, or the only positive for him, is that, first off, he got a stupid amount of money.
Mm-hmm.
He's set for the rest of his life if he does it right.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to get a statue.
Don't we play for rings, though?
They do, but I mean, he's gonna get a pass as like a Cleveland legend, so
Does Joe Thomas has it?
he'll get a statue. I'm assuming.
He still doesn't have one.
I don't know. You would think he should.
Gosh, oh man.
If he doesn't, that's a disservice. But would it surprise you if he doesn't? No.
No.
So yeah, no more Cleveland rant. We already know what this is. This is where it gets a little interesting for me at 3.
Mm-hmm.
They need a quarterback. They're trotting out Twiddledee and Twiddledum. I mean, it's just not going to work.
And DeVito.
God, man, what a clown show of a QB room. But Abdul Carter is also he's the second best player in this draft to me. So I mean, if they're going for the best player available, I get it. He would help them out on defense. They still have question marks on the O-line. They drafted what's his name, Evan Neal. That dude sucks. Like I said, they don't have a quarterback. They got Malik Neighbors, who's probably just going to wither away for the next couple of years.
I'm telling you, he's gonna get the OBJ treatment.
He's
going to be the best thing in New York, and then he's going to have mad injuries,
and then
he's going to be like one too many injuries away from probably getting traded for something decent.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, I'm calling it now.
Just miss it because New York always just misses it.
I'm telling you now, this is about to be OBJ part 2. I'm telling you,
he's going to follow the path of this is the second year.
Mm-hmm.
A year and a half from now, maybe not next offseason after this one, but the one after that, contract extension. They either won't pay him or they'll dance around it, holdouts, franchise tag, same shit, yada yada.
He'll either get the Plex or Victor Cruz treatment.
Yeah,
it's either one of those two.
Victor Cruz, I mean, the only difference with him was when he was undrafted, so it was like he was more of a surprise. But like they spent a high draft pick on Malik Neighbors, so you should probably give him a quarterback that's going to maximize his abilities. He put up those numbers last year with Daniel Jones and DeVito and Drew Lock. I'm like, man, imagine what he would do with really anything else. 2,000-yard season, I believe, honestly. But
I'm telling you, bro.
We'll see. But yeah, so I think New York should trade this pick. I'm being serious. I think Cleveland should trade it, and I think New York should trade it.
And then Tennessee theirs too?
I think Tennessee's stuck. We have no hope for them. We can just leave them behind. They're going to draft them. Should they trade that pick? Yes, but
I honestly think they're going to trade. I will not be surprised if they trade.
I wouldn't either.
But I mean, there was reports of them like even contemplating a trade and seeing they were just shopping it. So I would not be surprised if they got a juicy call.
Yeah,
it was like, yo, we'll give you X, Y, Z
like
for
the
this
package that the
Philly trade to
the Bears got for the Panthers pick.
Oh God!
Yeah, like DJ Moore, a solid receiver, and then like 7 picks.
They ran off with that one.
Oh my God! But yeah, so let's assume Abdul Carter would probably go there. If they don't, they're not gonna draft Shador there.
Oh, 100%.
He is not good enough to go top 3. At 4, God, man, it just, you know how much I just hate the fact that it says an O lineman. I know you need it, but like it's just so like
y'all could get Gentry or Genty.
I think that might be the most exciting pick.
Right. I mean, y'all need a running back.
If he is half the player he was in college. Oh my God.
I mean,
because Ramondre is.
I was about to say y'all still.
He's okay, but 5-6 fumbles last year. I mean, I remember every game it was like, okay, momentum, and then he's just running into like a normal little pile on the O line, and it's just punch, and he has like no. So honestly, I mean that would be a good pick. But
y'all got Stephon, so y'all need some.
I know.
O-line help. So,
and I will say, I will give Stephon Diggs credit. These training videos he's posting, you would have never thought he tore his ACL.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's zigzag, jumping, doing box jumps. So hopefully that pans out. But in fairness to this pick, they do need to protect Drake May. So if they think that's the best option for them, then
I would, because y'all got a wide receiver who is very disgruntled.
When he does so Drake May needs time to throw the ball. Yeah. And if they think Will Campbell can give him an extra 2 seconds on his blind side, then
okay. Unless Robert Kraft can channel some
voodoo magic,
some crazy finesse.
I know,
bro, got to finesse the hell out of somebody to get 2 first rounds.
Well, I'm trying to think. Like,
I mean,
the Patriot. The fact they won that last game
messed up.
They would have had the first overall pick, and I would have said trade, get like 5-6 draft picks, load up, you maybe even get an O lineman from somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
but they screwed themselves. So now here we are picking at 4.
Sheesh.
But yeah, I mean that's a fine pick if they're going to do it. So then at 5 with Jacksonville, if Miles is still here, they're saying Genty would go to Jacksonville. I mean, I guess what's his name? Etienne, just a guy in the back of the locker room now. But
I guess so because he was injured, and I believe the second string did
not
very
what's
well.
his name? Not Ivory.
I don't know. He would have to tell me because I forgot his name.
Yeah, I picture his face. Anyway,
yeah, I remember seeing him in games, and he was doing really.
He was
well.
doing good. No, he was going off.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember Etienne. Anytime he would play, though, it was like I'd see a stat line. It was like 12 carries, 35 yards. I'm like,
yeah, they were having
this
bad
dude has
games.
no explosiveness, no.
They were having bad games.
I do think Genty, and then they have Brian Thomas Jr. And if you get Trevor Lawrence to come back to 100% health and get at least his ceiling, which is a decent quarterback, I think they would be okay with that.
Depends on that head coach, though, because
it does. When I go like that,
if
I talk like this,
oh man,
maybe you're gonna be inspired.
Oh god,
what a guy, huh?
It's gonna be the Cardinals coach all over. It's gonna be Jonathan Gannon part 2. Oh my! Did you take the bus? Who walked here?
Show of hands, please. Yeah.
Brother couldn't motivate me to drink water
in the desert in August.
Oh my god,
that's a crazy analogy.
That's tough, bro. He could motivate me to drink water, bro, on a hot summer day.
He couldn't motivate a blind man to get a walking stick.
Oh my god!
The show of hands statement too is crazy. It's like that's like a 6th grade. What a fun summer! Show of hands.
Oh my god! Yeah, no. This first day back to school vibes.
Oh god. Another team that's a miss.
Miles said, "Is it said? I think the Jags would be dumb enough to draft a place kicker." Oh, is it sad? Yeah, is it sad?
You never know. 3rd or 4th round. What was the one? Tampa. It was the Seminoles kicker like 10 years ago.
Oh yeah, they drafted
Aguayo. Yeah, Roberto Aguayo in the 2nd round.
Oh man,
out of the league in a year and a half. Yeah.
Wow.
There's just never a place for a kicker to go above like the 4th round. No.
That was Miles said that was amazing.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Another team that is a mess. The Las Vegas Raiders.
Should they trade?
Well, this is crazy to me because they have Jalen Walker going here, but then they drafted Tyree Wilson, and he sucked. They play the same position, so it's like you didn't get that pick right 2-3 years ago. So now let's draft another player from
Georgia.
I'm trying to think. Tyree Wilson, I think, went to Alabama though. I don't think. No, he went to Alabama. Yeah, so they're not the same college, but either way, I mean, sure. Go ahead and take him. I don't know. I mean, I could see them trying to trade up and get Genty too, see if they could jump. But
Miles said that man was great in college, but sucked in the league.
I think you're talking about Tyree Wilson.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened with him. I mean, he had like a couple of flashes, but yeah, if they want to draft another edge rusher, and I mean, they just have a bad track record of drafting. The Henry Ruggs thing wasn't so much their fault, but.
You know, it's crazy, too. I was watching a podcast. If you look at all the bad seasons from Detroit and then the bad seasons from the Raiders had a better record, better win-loss in those badass years than all of Detroit in those badass years. Even when they both went, like, winless.
When they were just trotting out whatever quarterback had 2 legs, yeah.
Right, yeah. So, like, I was like, wow, that is insane.
That is crazy.
Because I thought they were equally ass. But then, like...
I didn't realize that.
But then, like, some of the Raiders games, they were actually above 500.
I know the one year, it was that Raiders-Chargers game where it went to overtime and the winner got into the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
That was the one year I think they were 10-7 or 10 and something like that. That was like the only year I remember them actually being good in the last like 6 or 7 years.
And then besides recently, when the hell do we remember the Lions getting into the playoffs?
No, never.
That's so tough.
Yeah.
And then Robert Aguayo, U.S.
Oh yeah, he was.
Yeah.
No, nasty. He won like every major collegiate kicking award.
Yeah, I remember that too. And he got drafted to the Bucks and sucked.
Yeah, just shows you it's never a sure thing. But
yeah,
I mean,
remember that.
Undrafted kickers ends up being like who was it? Brandon Aubrey. He's like one of the best kickers in the league.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, shout out the Cowboys, but like, yeah, they got him for nothing.
Right.
And he's I mean, you just never know with kickers, but
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, so that's the Raiders situation, and then we go to another team.
Another dumpster fire team that plans on drafting a tight end in the first round. Yeah, they should definitely trade this pick. Tyler Warren, and this is really no disrespect to him. I mean,
he's a good tight end.
I mean, but it's like you can find a tight end in the later rounds. I'm like, come on, dude. Get some O-line help.
What? Kelsey was drafted in the second round.
Yep.
Gronkowski was drafted second round as well, I think. Like 38th overall. Or something.
Unless they think he's like Brock Bowers or Darren Warren or Darren
Waller.
Yeah, no, or what was the old Jets from like? Yeah.
You're not talking about Dustin Keller, are you?
Thank you. That's who I. Yes, Dustin Keller.
I got goosebumps. That is. Yes. Oh my god, that brought it back.
Unless that's who they think he is. That's the last. Isn't that? Yeah, that's the last time they drafted a tight end that high.
I'm trying to think who else was there. I mean, they had. Who did they have from? Oh god, not OJ Howard.
There was before.
No, he was at. No, this was after Keller. Before Keller, yeah, I can't think of any other tight ends that have even been successful there. They've been trotting out Tyler Conklin for the last like 3 or 4 years. Never worked,
but Miles, you said Shedeur Sanders. Y'all think he'll be a bust, and you said sorry if I'm jumping the gun if y'all gonna get to it. No, you're good, bro. We're only doing top 10, and honestly, wow, he's not even in top 10.
No,
that's tough. Yeah, no, you're good. Hold on, let me look because wow, that's so tough.
Oh, how far down he went?
Yeah, even if he's in the first round, wow, where he's not in the first round. That's tough. They don't have him going first round. I don't
believe that because I'm thinking to myself, like Pittsburgh at 21, I would see them possibly taking a chance.
Right.
I could see the Rams taking a chance. Stafford's got a year or 2 left. Yeah, there's no way. I don't see that.
To answer your question, will he be a bust?
Depends where he gets drafted. I mean, if he falls second,
sad though.
I know,
and I hate the fact that we have to bring that up in conversation because we can't talk about the player. But that's just how inconsistent a lot of these teams are. That it's like so many variables around their success.
I know. Well, and it's he brought some of it on partially himself. It's kind of like the Caleb Williams thing where they draw so much attention to who they are, and then they get too much hype around them, and it's like, well, they're going to be a bust. It's like the Manziel thing. It's like, he brought all that attention to himself. He didn't want to play. Ended up being a bust. I mean, these dudes that have like this larger-than-life persona about them, you just get the feeling they're going to be a bust. Rarely do they pan out. I can't remember the last quarterback that like came out of college with like either unlimited like aura or like cockiness and just like played just as well in the league. I didn't see it, but it is sad. I mean, and his number's getting retired. They're like, why is his number getting retired? What was their record? It was like
it wasn't good enough to.
With him at quarterback, it was like I think just about 500.
Yeah, it was he and Hunter getting there. It was just off a name.
Yeah, that's all it was. Yeah.
I mean, did they break any records? They may have broken school records, but for retiring, I don't know. I think that was more so just.
I'm gonna throw out a crazy theory because I wouldn't put it past them. So the Browns draft Travis Hunter, and then they package whatever they have left. Trade back into the first round and draft Shedeur.
I wouldn't be surprised.
No. Would I go like, oh my god? I go, yeah, sure, but like I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. I mean, Stevie Wonder could see that.
Yeah. Honestly.
But he's not really blind.
No, he's not. No. That's a different topic for a different day.
But
yeah, the Jets, let them take a tight end, man. I don't know. Screw them. They just don't. They're never gonna get it together. The Panthers at 8. Mason Graham's a good pick.
Yeah, they need defensive pieces.
Yeah, he's a good D tackle.
Saints drafting a offensive tackle.
I
mean, they need it. I mean, so Derek Carr can stop throwing Olave hospital.
Hey, brother. I'm sorry, man. Hey, Chris, can you look at me, man? Hey, I'm sorry, man. Listen, man. This is my fault.
If he throws one more hospital pass. I'm gonna come on
It's
here.
like, and Olave's a good receiver.
Dog, which sucks because he's shortening his career. He's shortening that man.
He's not even throwing it to like, I don't know, like if there was like MVS was still there or something, it's like, all right, well, we don't want him to get hurt, but it's MVS.
Like bro's throwing in a double coverage
to a Pro Bowl receiver that has so much potential in this league.
He's shortening his joint by like 5 years. Oh my goodness!
I can just see Derek Carr after every press conference. He's the same shit. Well, yeah, I mean, man, listen, brother. Yeah, I mean, you're right. I need to do better.
This is why I was dogging, bro, when Devin was like, "Oh yeah, Derek Carr is Derek Carr." I was like, "That man stinks."
Has he had a good year or two? Yes, in Oakland when it was Oakland, he did have a good year or two. They went to the playoffs, but no.
I remember that. Freaking Cinderella season.
Yeah.
I mean, it was hype as fuck.
Yeah,
it was hype.
Yeah.
It was mad hype, and then they lost.
Then that the shot of him on the sidelines like this, and he looks up and he looks pissed off. I'm like, okay, leader, good quarterback. I'm like, put him on a team.
Finally, this man gets his flowers, and then
it's radio silence. This also notes that Shador could go to New Orleans, which I could see that because it's like Derek Carr's got nothing left.
Mm-hmm.
Spencer Rattler's not that good, so that's a potential pick there too. They got
that QB room about to be ignorant as hell.
Yeah.
Miles said pretty interesting. Oh, my fault. And he said, "Bro, did y'all see Sports Illustrated came out with a what if series for each NFL team?"
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what the Cowboys is.
What if they were good?
They didn't get Dak Prescott.
Oh God, I know. What if they got to the conference championship?
What if Tony Romo never played?
What if he didn't fumble that hold in the Seattle game in the playoffs?
Yeah.
I mean, that was a chip shot, but I'm just saying.
My fault. He said, "What if the Cowboys drafted Manziel in 2014?"
Oh. Does that look different? I think that's worse.
Because
I think he's in Dallas with more publicity, more lights.
I mean, look what he did in Cleveland.
I know. Cleveland was like a low pressure shithole.
He made Cleveland look lit. I was like, bro, Cleveland? Imagine if he was in an actual market.
The Dolphins or something in Miami.
Dog, come on, man.
The Giants, the Jets.
Bro he ruined his career in Cleveland, mind you.
That's what I'm saying. The least pressure. Like we don't even acknowledge it.
Dog, Cleveland of all places. Imagine if he looked like in an actual marketplace.
Could not be good.
Oh, it's raps.
Yeah.
Hold on. He said, "What if Eagles drafted Justin Jefferson instead of Jalen Reagor?"
Yeah, see, that's a crazy one.
With Carson Wentz. Oh my god.
The only thing that changes though is you guys would not get AJ Brown. I don't think they're trading for him if you guys got Jefferson. I don't think that happens. But
AJ Brown.
Okay.
We want to chip. I'm sorry.
Okay. No, it's true. Looking back on it, it worked out. You guys fumbled 2 receiver picks, and you still won a championship and already went to one.
Because if I bring up Arcega-Whiteside, I might actually we might actually
a wide receiver room with Arcega-Whiteside, Reagor, and Aguilar. God. The receiver room of all time. Not the greatest. Not the worst. Just the receiver room.
That brother went on Instagram and was talking mad.
Wait, who?
Reagor.
Oh, yeah.
Brody was
that the one where he put the meme with with the Patriots of all?
And then he went to the Vikings and was talking like he was a starter, and bro barely. All right, go. Miles also said, "What if Jaguars drafted Aiden Hutchinson instead of Trayvon Walker in 2022?"
And defensive Walker, he is not a bad player, but he's not Aiden Hutchinson.
I'm be real. Jags would still stink.
Oh God.
What if the Chargers kept the number 1 pick and drafted Michael Vick in 2001?
Oh. Damn. That changes everything because then they don't draft Eli in 2004 and do the Phillip Rivers thing.
All right, now we're messing with timelines.
Yeah, no, that's
all right. Now we're in the multiverse of NFL.
Oh my God.
All right, because
that really makes you think.
wow, Antonio Gates would probably have a.
Oh,
But then, holy shit!
well, LT was there at the time. Yeah.
I don't think LT would be the way that he is, but Vic.
Oh, that's a good point.
I mean,
Oh,
then I don't think Vic would be who he is.
that's another good point too. I think he was made for Atlanta.
What if the Rams drafted Carson Wentz over Jared Goff in 2016?
You guys would end up with Golf.
Oh. I don't like this. I don't like these what ifs.
It's bad. No,
what ifs
we could probably do a
suck.
whole episode
No,
on
I'm
this
playing.
thing. Yeah. Damn.
Wow. All right. And then lastly, for the top 10 pick, because again, we're literally going to be doing this, seeing this tomorrow. Michael Williams from Georgia for the Bears. Yeah. So honestly, that's a good pick, even though they need O-line. But hey, they also need defense too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Bolster up that defense. They did get Joe Tooney from Kansas City, so that should help the O-line too.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's a good pick.
Yeah. And then Miles was like, yeah, bro, telling you these make you think. Yeah, man.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, because we're definitely messing with the timelines now, and holy shit, that is going way, way, way back.
They do have you guys at 32 drafting a tight end.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
That's not way out of realm.
So we did lose our backup. Apparently, Goddard is on his last season or last
that Calcaterra left?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So I think we're just more so just drafting. I mean, because we did get like a lot of players this offseason. So
yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and end the poll, and it's honestly a 3-way tie between the Bucks, Magic, and Heat. But I think that's really just a tie between the Magic and Bucks right now. So we're gonna go ahead and end that there. And honestly, we appreciate y'all for tuning in, and we do apologize for the hiatus. Again, it's the off season, and we'd much rather not have you guys sit through boredom and just small updates here and there.
Mm-hmm.
When we could just do one big update all together. And as I updating you with the score, Cleveland is up about to be double right now against Miami. So I might have to take back my gentleman sweep and give them just the clean sweep. But other than that, we appreciate y'all. So we have tomorrow is the draft, and then we may or may not have some winners of the first round of the playoffs. I think the first round will still be going on next week. So, but we will play it by ear. We appreciate everybody for tuning in who kept us in the background. Appreciate you, Miles, for chatting it up with us, man. And honestly, we are out of here. We will catch y'all next time, and I will let you guys know when we stream again, so y'all won't be left in the dark. But we appreciate everybody for tuning in, and appreciate y'all.